Well, welcome to the Halloween collab put together by Roy over at Recipes with Roy. So thank you, Roy, for inviting me. I am going to attempt to make a Halloween taco ring spider. The picture on the thumbnail is from the magazine. I got this recipe from Delish Kitchen. And so I don't know that mine is going to look exactly like that, but I wanted to have you look at the video, so that's why I used a professional picture. But I will show you how mine turns out at the end. But check in the description box down below and see everybody else that's involved with this collab, and go over and find out if you can find some little treats that you might want to make. You might want to make for Halloween yourself. So let me turn you around and show you the ingredients you're going to need for this taco ring that's going to serve 8 people. It's more or less like an appetizer. So let me turn you around and let's get started. Okay, the ingredients you're going to need, it says just to use 3/4 of a pound of burger. I'm just going to use the full pound. And I'm using the 90-10 Angus beef. You could make it with turkey if you want. We like beef, so we're going to use beef. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of water. Instead of 3 cloves of garlic, I'm just going to use like a tablespoon of the minced garlic. And then you're going to need some oregano and some cumin and some chili powder, some vegetable oil. It calls for seasoned salt. I just have Morton salt, so that's what we're going to use instead. Some black beans, an onion, 3 things of crescent rolls, and some sour cream. I forgot my lettuce. There's lettuce in here too. It's in the refrigerator. You know what lettuce looks like. And some cheese. And then we're going to garnish the eyeballs with some black olives. And then you need a cookie sheet to make the actual ring with some parchment paper. And then another one just to do the legs. So let me get situated and we will start cooking. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 375. We have our skillet here getting warm. And we're going to add to the skillet 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And we're going to let that heat up just a minute. And then once we get it to the temperature that we want, we're going to add our chopped onions. You can chop them as thin or as light, wherever you want. And we're just going to cook this for just a little bit, just to get it brown. Once it gets brown, before we add the meat, and I'll be back. Okay, to this we're going to add our, it's kind of brown the way we want it. We're going to add a tablespoon of garlic, or 3 cloves if you prefer to put regular cloves in. A little bit of salt. Ask for 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're just going to stir this together a little bit. And then we're going to add our meat. And we're just going to keep an eye on this until it turns brown. So once it's brown up, I'll be back. Okay, once the meat is brown, you want to drain the excess grease off of it, which I didn't show you, but you know how to do that. And then we are going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. One teaspoon of oregano. One tablespoon of cumin. Tablespoon. That seems like a lot, but our rinsed black beans. And a half a cup of water. And we're going to mix this together and we're going to bring it to a boil. And then we're going to simmer it for about 5 minutes. Just to get everything all cooked through. We're going to cook it on medium for about 5 minutes. So, I'll be back. Okay, when you see that it's pretty thick like this, you're going to turn it off, remove it from the heat, and let it cool for about 5 minutes. Okay, I put my, I've only got round parchment paper, so I had to cut it to fit. So you want to unroll your what do you call it? Your crescent rolls, and then you just want to lay them down here and kind of overlap them a little bit because you're going to be putting the meat on the inside part of it. So we're just going to make a completely round ring on this first. And then I will be back. Okay, once your meat has cooled off a little bit, you're going to pour in your cheese and blend it all together. And then we're going to bring it over and we're going to scoop it into the crescent rolls. Okay, we've got it all spread out the way we want it spread out, and we're just gonna scoop the meat into the centers of them, all the way around. I'm a little bummed because I don't know that I'm going to be doing the spider legs. I think I might have another package of some crescent rolls in the refrigerator because the dough looks funky and it smells. And it's got a little bit of mold on the inside, so I'm going to be bringing that back. It had the right date on it. I checked the dates. I always check the dates. So this might be a legless spider. We'll have to see if I have any extra crescent rolls in the refrigerator. And then all we're going to do is just fold over the crescent all the way around. And then we're going to bake it for 15 to 20 minutes in an oven at 375. And in the meantime, I'm going to see if I have any more crescent rolls to make the legs. The legs only take about 10 minutes because you're not cooking any meat inside of them. So we'll see how that goes. And so far, it seems to be looking like the picture. But we'll see how the finished product looks. So let's go put this in the oven, 20 minutes at 375, and then I will show you the finished product. Okay, I have 1 can of the small crescent rolls. So there's only 4. So my spider, instead of having 8 legs, is only going to have 4 legs. So what we want to do is
put 2 on each side.
put 2, yeah, they'll only have 2 legs. I can never open these things. There we go. So what you're going to do is take these out, peel them around. I got my sheet in here. You're going to fold the one end in and over, and then just kind of roll it to make a leg. make it thin, and then make it into a V shape. Put it on the pan, like, in the dish like a V. But we're only gonna cook these in the oven now for 10 minutes. So once again, we're gonna fold over the end, and then over this way, and then just kind of roll it to make a V leg. So, all right, we got the general idea. Then we fold it in half like a V and put it in there. So let me do the other two and pop them in the oven. Okay, here's the finished product of my, I should have made the inside a little bit bigger, but so far it looks pretty good. So we'll try it out. Leave the recipe at the end of the video. Once again, thanks Roy for including me in on this, and check out all the other people and see what they've prepared.